Hi guys, Michael here. I am in Minnesota today. My brother got married yesterday and super excited for him. He'll be actually managing a farm down in Tennessee. But I wanted to bring you a little video today about going into debt as farmers and does it make sense and in what cases it does make sense. So the reason that topic came up is, that obviously it comes up a lot in the questions people ask us, and so we revise them on that. But we were at the place my brother got married, which was this event barn, and they had just finished it literally 2 to 3 weeks ago. The sod was all fresh and that kind of stuff, but they had spent between $3 and $4 million just by walking around the facility and looking it over, and it's beautiful, absolutely stunning. But a lot of people would have said, "Oh my gosh, you shouldn't have spent that kind of money to do something like this." But I think it made sense. So I'm going to take 3 points. The first point is if you've got the right plan to spend that money, the right business plan to spend that money. The second point would be, the right time. Is it the right time to go into debt on your farm? And the third point would be, is it the right things you're buying with that money? So the first thing, the right plan is, this barn that my brother got married in called Gathering Oaks. So 8 years ago, this guy's brother got married, and his parents says, look, this places out there are just not great for getting married, and so they decided to build their own event space to get people to get married in. And for the last 8 years, it's kicked butt, and they've done an incredible job. And so they're like, all right, now it's time, after 8 years of having a solid track record in the business and being able to raise capital to make this work, it's time for us to go ahead and start a second location. So this is their second location, about an hour and a half away. And I'm telling you, it was beautiful and it made sense for them, and they are going to really kill it with money. They're going to really make it work. Obviously, they're going to have a long payback on that debt, but it was the right move for them to be able to make this beautiful place right now. So the second part was, the right time. So is it the right time in your business to go into debt? So, one of the people we've been working with was doing microgreens, and they were doing a couple 100 pounds a week, but out of their basement. They had just, were crushing it. They were exploding. There were trays on their screened-in porch. There were trays everywhere. And they were just at a point where they're like, look, we've got the cash flow. We know it makes sense, but they didn't want to outlay their own money. So they went ahead and got a USDA loan for a new greenhouse and for some other things on the farm to make it more convenient, some tools and stuff like that. So, yeah, absolutely, that made the right time in their business. They had the proven track record. They knew it was going to make sense. It was going to work for them. They knew how to grow the product, and that was the right time for them. So, the third one was be the right things. So, when we were farming, we actually spent some large money on some big equipment. So, one of the tractors we had was, $25,000 to $30,000 piece of equipment, and we had driven the tractor on other people's farms. We had actually tried some out on our farm, so we knew that it was the right piece of equipment for us. We were at the right time in our business for it, and it was the right tool because we had penciled it out and said, what, this tractor is going to save us X amount of time or X amount of labor to be able to do all these different tasks that it can do for us. So that made it the right the right thing. Another person we've worked with is they're at very early stages of their business. They're still struggling to get their systems in place, still struggling to get solid cash flow in the door, still struggling to get on the correct piece of land. And one email they sent, they called and talked to me, and they said, "Hey, I think I'm going to go no-till, so I'm going to spend all this money to do X, to buy X, Y, and Z, so I can do this." And my thought back to them was, this is not the right time in your business, and this is not the right things to be purchasing. Like right now, you need to be investing in your other systems. You've already got good systems for soil preparation and soil tillage, and that really will make sense and work for you right now. And so right now, you need to be spending money on these other things in your business. So it wasn't going to make sense for them at that time to be, those were not the right things to be buying. So, frequently we see people spending the money that, they don't really have, and to be spending on things they don't really need, and they don't have the proven track record to make that work for them in their business at the moment. So, all right, so let's say that does pass those 3 tests. You got the right plan, you got a great plan for this, you've got the right time in your business, and you've got the right things, the purchase. So who do you get that money from? So, the place you absolutely don't get it from is you don't go max out your credit card and start paying, you know, exorbitant interest on that to just carry that. That's just stupid and foolhardy. Good places of capital would be family members. If family members are willing to loan you, you know, some money, you say, hey, look, I've got a business, it's working. Would you be willing to invest? Your customers are another second, you know, great place to get cash from. When we bought that tractor, we actually said, hey, the bank's giving us 7% on this. We'll give you 3.5% or 4%. I think we gave people 4% on that. We said it's better than your, you know, your CDs are making right now. And we had, you know, 3 customers come forward and say, hey, I'll float some of that for you. Another place would be with, you know, like Kiva or some of the crowdsourcing. I've definitely seen people make that work as well. And it's a really cool platform, and it's really amazing to allow, you know, to crowdsource and allow people all over the world to you know, be a part of your farm. And so the last one would be, you know, the USDA does have some really low interest loans. That makes sense. Some of our customers have made those work, and definitely can be something that will that pays for itself and make this all the right investment in your farm. So hope that helps. Again, just go out there, keep farming, and I will bring you the next video when I have a chance. All right, have a great day.